Hey, this is Ed coming back at you again. Today I want to talk about that small word that has a lot of meaning called life and storms. Because in life, the only thing that builds us is storms. Because if everything was just as smooth and given to us like we wanted it, we would not know how to react in a real life situation. So that's what calls for storms. Storms is a time that basically you have to get rid of old baggage and garbage in order to rebuild and come back a little stronger each time you go around, because each level you're going to get broken down and rebuilt. And for every level, there's going to be a different devil along this storm. So basically what I'm saying is, storm is going to show you who was in your life for a season, who was in your life for a reason, and who was in your life for a lifetime. And from my personal experiences, I went through storms when I had to sacrifice jobs in order to go to school, and then had to sacrifice school for all other type of reasons, basically. And along that path, I remember when it came down to who was real, it shrunk the levels down to 5%. All my 100s went down to 5% and kept on declining. But then it became a situation where, as I endured that pain and kept pushing to go to the top, and not just about that, in your storm, you have to help somebody else in their storm. And this is how we all get built up, because everybody has a storm going on. Even with a job, it's a storm. Because you might be dealing with a certain type of person that's over you that just don't know how to address people, don't have no type of people, no communication skills, and none of the above. But at the same time, it's just to make you a better person yourself. Because every time I looked up, and regardless of what I dealt with, I tried to bypass certain people I ain't want to work with, because I know me and I know how they were could take me to being the person that I know I am. But in order to go to the next level, I had to be able to endure the ignorance in that level. Because you can never go up in life unless you can conquer what irritates you and build the tolerance and the tough skin up. Because when I was out here, basically everybody I didn't want no access to, I had to constantly keep coming in contact with, maybe 3-4 times. Just so when I go up to the next level, in fact, if I can even endure going to the next level, I have to deal with their ignorance. And it's life crazy like that. It just have to show, it just comes around to show you when you go through these seasons and these storms that it's going to send you different types of people through each session of that storm. Because I know when I was going through the storm, like I said, it went from 100 to 5%. But along the way, close to the end of the storm, it brought back a lot of my past tense. Just as a test to see what have I learned, where have I grown from, and what have I learned from them back then. Two things that it can do. It can either set you back or it's going to push you forward. In order for it to set you back, you're doing things the wrong way, thinking that you can change people, this and that. No, that's not the case. Basically, when people from your past come into your life, it's all about a test of distraction. How strong am I to knock you off your game, regardless of how strong you coming and gradually reaching to the next level. That's the thing, and like I said, life is about moving up. Because if everything was given to you you will never develop that tough skin that you need to develop to live out here in this cruel, deceitful world. That's what got me to where I needed to be. Because I was in situations where I failed taking risks out of faith. I lost a lot, then I eventually began to gain a lot. And there was a certain time when I failed to one of my worstest lowest. And I was angry. But regardless of what I was going through, I came through everybody else's storm to encourage them. It's going to be okay. It's going to be this and that. But at the end of the day, I was in so many people's lives. I didn't give myself time to even show and take consideration into my own life. This day I fell as low as I can fall, and then at the blink of an eye, next morning, Andrew came to my house and was like, Eddie there? I said, yeah. He said, hey, you want to come back and work with me, man? I said, okay. But then that's another test from life with these storms. God was showing me basically, if you want to go back to work, you're going to have to go back to a situation that it drains you and you hate to go back to in order to get to where you need to be. He said, I'm finna take you through this ride, but you got to figure your way out. And it took me 4 rides to figure my way out. Sometimes it was just to humble myself. Everything's not about being a gangster. You don't have to always prove yourself to society. Because real life is going to reveal real people that come out there at you. Because each level you go at, somebody's coming for you. Somebody's coming to kill and destroy you. But it's up to you to sit back, inhale, exhale, take deep breaths. Okay, explain yourself. So as you're explaining yourself, I'm gonna show you how to correct yourself. Because sometimes when you take off aggressively at somebody during your seasons, they don't beat you, you beat yourself because at the end of the day, you lost support. That's just that. That's how life works. Like and subscribe. This is Ed Mayfield. Hey, dude, if the shoe fits, wear it. It's okay. If it applies to some, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. Have a good one. It's been real. Later.